Mortgage. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for information and conditions. Equal housing lender license all 50 states. U.S. Consumer Access. Over with 350. Call the number 490 for disclosures and cost information.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
An Australian mother and father are stuck in Poland, desperately trying to get to their baby born by a surrogate in Ukraine.
The pair travelled from Melbourne to Dubai. From there, they tried to fly to Odessa, the Ukraine, where their prematurely born daughter, Alba, is in hospital.
And we can't get to her, so it's just devastating.
Jess Van Newton on social media. Their flight was diverted 600 miles away to Poland because of the conflict.
So being advised not to go.
Jess says she's desperate enough to try anything.
I'll walk over the border myself if I have to.
As they wait, the condition of baby Alba was stable. Scott Mayman for CBS News, Brisbane, Australia.
Ukrainian officials say more than 24 paintings by celebrated folk artist Maria Primachenko have been burned in the Russian invasion. The country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has posted a picture of her bright blue, yellow, orange, and red two-headed chicken from 1977 and says it is among the losses in a museum not far from Kyiv. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Listen, Captain Horse Bar over here on that beautiful Alabama River. Y'all were easy to get to off I-65, North Boulevard, take the first exit, Louisville Street, at the bottom of the ramp, turn right 3 times, follow that to the end of the road, find the Captain Horse Bar, and you're going to go right past the RV park. We can bring your camper, your RV down here, spend a little time with us. If you're in town working, we got room for you. All you got to do is walk over next door, get you something good to eat. Check it all out, CaptainHorseBar.com. Come see us soon, come hungry, because we're going to feed you good.
Mike Durant, Black Hawk pilot, EOW survivor. Mike Durant, fearless courage and confidence. Mike Durant, job creator, family, American. Mike Durant is the fighter, the leader, the conservative outsider Alabama needs in the United States Senate. Mike's not afraid to stand up to the woke mob in Washington. He won't be bullied by radicals, hell-bent on giving our country away. Mike Durant will defend our borders, secure our elections, and stop the runaway spending from the left. He'll take on the corrupt establishment. And he'll never forget why he's there. Alabama conservative, American hero. Mike Durant for the United States Senate. Paid for by Alabama Patriots PAC. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.alabamapatriotspac.com. Alabama Patriots PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message data rates may apply.
If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever, and guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text YOUTH to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting YOUTH to 42424. That's YOUTH to 42424. Text YOUTH to 42424.
Ron's Woofing knows that when a storm damages your roof, it's hard to know what to do next. Easy. Rely on the most trusted and recognized roofing name, Ron's Roofing. They'll help protect you from the next storm. Ron's Roofing understands that your roof is your home's first line of defense. That's why they work with all insurance companies to ensure that your home is protected from any unexpected storms. A job won't get the Ron's Roofing name on it unless it's done right. Visit ronsroofing.com or call 215-0070.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting with Sean's personal info, has anyone seen his social security number? Not me. Oh no, he's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend OG not only has great financial insight, it's laid back with humor too.
Joe and his gang.
Buy now, pay later app. Why is this hooked so many people where layaway didn't?
You don't tell my daughter this, but I went to buy her birthday cake the other day online. I bought the cake, and they asked me if I do 4 payments for birthday cake.
Did you tell your daughter you baked the cake though?
The birthday has not arrived yet, nor is the cake. So.
Stacking Benjamins. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
They are the 2 sexiest fat men alive. Ready, and you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 or 72 degrees today with plenty of sunshine, just a few morning clouds. Otherwise, the sky and the moon will be calm. For tonight, on the sunshine, about 38, 39 degrees. Mostly clear skies for Wednesday, Sunday, 70s, upper 70s on Thursday. More sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun, 80s heading into the weekend.
That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Siebert.
That good or bad? I mean, the grass is going to grow. I mean, somebody's got to cut grass. Not me.
News Radio 1440.
I ain't the grass cutting type.
Things are looking good. Your Tuesday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. No problems on Highway 80 or 14.
What about baby?
Still carrying light traffic. You keep listening, we'll keep you posted. Trenton State will have its 2nd annual Cruise In, April the 2nd, with vintage sports cars, muscle cars. Food and entertainment will be on site. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Good morning. I'm Bethany Davis from the WSFA 12 newsroom. U.S. officials are responding to Russia's move to put nuclear assets on high alert, stressing that the U.S. will not change its nuclear alert status. Russian President Vladimir Putin put his nuclear forces on high alert Sunday, citing NATO aggression and hard-hitting financial sanctions against Russian businesses and key individuals. In solidarity with the people of Ukraine, Montgomery City Hall and Court Square fountains were lit up in blue and yellow, the colors of Ukraine's flag and coat of arms. President Joe Biden is set to deliver his first State of the Union address this evening. Expect crisis in Ukraine to be a prominent theme. The The president also plans to announce a number of ways he will lower inflation, as well as several new programs, like improving nursing home care. Dothan businessman Jeff Coleman is not giving up on his bid for Congress. Coleman is now asking the state attorney general and secretary of state to seek clarification from the Supreme Court. Right now, the only other GOP second district candidate on the ballot is incumbent Gary Moore. Coleman lost to Moore in 2020. I'm Bethany Davis.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville, and I want to remind you we are so much more than just blinds. We are timeless beauty and plantation shutters. Complement your style with custom draperies and curtains. Just Blinds also offers the best in American-made wood blinds and Roman and woven wood shades. And Just Blinds is here to help you make the best selections in motorization and smart home options, and take advantage of free in-store professional design help. Visit Just Blinds in Prattville today or online at gojustblinds.com.
America's military keeps us safe, a force for freedom and good in the world, while helping support more than 200,000 Alabama jobs here at home. So why does career politicians vote against bills funding our military? Mo voted with Nancy Pelosi and against every single Alabama Republican to cut off funding to fight ISIS terrorists. Mo even voted to cut off funding for fighting the Taliban. And we've seen what the Afghanistan debacle gave us. Our enemies emboldened. We need leaders who will vote for a strong military to protect America and support 200,000 good jobs here in Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
Not Mo Brooks. Mo voted with the Democrats and against America's military, putting America's security and Alabama jobs at risk.
Now, how did he do that?
Mo Brooks.
Now, how did Mo do that? I need to know how he did it. And don't be how he did it. Because I kind of like Mo. So tell me how Mo put our things in jeopardy. I need to know this. I need to know. Okay. I have to call them folks and say, give me an example. Give me an example.
Is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including a PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMensHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatment side results may vary. MontgomeryMensHealth.com.
Shop the Rustic Furniture Outlet at American Oak and More.
Handmade solid wood rustic furniture at factory.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? We're going to get busy here in a minute, but not yet. Let me see what else is in the news this morning that I need to know about.
Bedroom suites, table chairs, occasional tables, entertainment center, consoles, gun cabinets. If it's rustic, we got you covered.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet with Tonka Highway next to American Oak and More. It's time to clear the clearance center.
Any items below cost. Hey folks, this is Jody.
Ain't Cousin Wolf from American Oak and More.
We have new inventory arriving, so everything must go.
Front,
console,
nightstands,
chest,
dresser,
bar stool,
occasional chairs,
coffee table,
end tables,
island,
and bookcases. We don't have time to list them all here.
So go to our Facebook page and see many more. Like we've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't make fake money, so don't make fake wood.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible. It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare. Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 844-47-BIBLE. That's 844-47-BIBLE. 844-47-BIBLE.
He is the voice of the conservative millennium, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again, if you can. It is another day that the Lord has made. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. And believe it or not, it is March the 1st, 2022 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled A Friendly Conversation. Our scripture insight today comes from Ephesians 6:18 through 20. Ephesians 6:19 says, "Pray for me, that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, it is March the 1st. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day, I guarantee it, that will never, ever come again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should do today, and you don't get to undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do this day, March the 1st, 2022, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. There's no doubt, if you have seen, if you have heard, well, you've been on earth a little while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God and a lot of mercy thrown in, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, whatever you do what you can while you can, as much as you can until you can't. Benjamin Elijah Mays once said that whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born should be able to do it any better. And I said that is the standard by which you live life. You shall always be successful. Oh, you have failed at a thing or two. We all have. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. You never, ever give up. Because quitters don't win. And winners, while they may fail at a thing or two, they never give up. So don't you. And no matter what happens this day, remember, this day, like all the others, it is a great day to be alive. Today's Daily Bread, a friendly conversation. Good morning, Montgomery. It is a great day to be alive.
Thanks for joining us for today's encouragement from the Our Daily Bread devotional. Our reading, titled A Friendly Conversation, was written by Jennifer Benson Schultz. Catherine and I were good friends in high school. When we weren't talking on the phone, we were passing notes in class to plan our next sleepover. Sometimes we rode horses together and partnered on school projects. One Sunday afternoon, I started to think about Catherine. My pastor had spoken that morning about how to have eternal life, and I knew my friend didn't believe the Bible's teachings the way I did. I felt a burden to call her and explain how she could have a relationship with Jesus. I hesitated, though, because I was afraid she would reject what I said and distance herself from me. I think this fear keeps a lot of us quiet. Even the Apostle Paul had to ask people to pray that he would fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel. There's no getting around the risk involved with sharing the good news. Yet, Paul said he was an ambassador, someone speaking on behalf of God. We are too. If people reject our message, they're also rejecting the one who sent the message. God experiences the sting along with us. So, what compels us to speak up? We care about people like God does. That's what led me to finally call Catherine. Amazingly, she didn't shut me down. She listened. She asked questions. She asked Jesus to forgive her sin and decided to live for him. The risk was worth the reward. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Ephesians chapter 6, verses 18 through 20. Pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Pray also for me that whenever I speak, words may be given me so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly, as I should. Let's pray. Dear Father, give us the courage to reach out to people who don't know you. Give us wisdom to know when and how to start conversations about you. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Alicia Reisinger, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Well, you know what that means? That means it's time to rise and shine, people. Time to get up, time to get going, get moving. Can't do nothing laying in bed. Okay, you can do a couple of things, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about getting a job, getting out there, making some money. Let's get busy this morning. Be thankful. It's another day that you're here. All right, it's time for PT. I gotta go. I'll be back. Who's calling Cadence anyway? Me? All right.
We're gonna jump from a big iron bird.
We're gonna jump
from a big iron bird. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And leap right out and count to four. Leap right out and count to four. If my main don't open.
Oh, yeah. I got a reserve by my side. Come on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be.
rough and tough.
Hey, Lord,
Hey, Lordy, Lord, hey, hey. Hey, Lordy, Lordy, Lord, hey, hey. Hey, Lordy, Lordy, ho.
well, see, I quit saying, see, I made.
Oh, say it ain't so. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. Lolly, lolly, ho. Gee, I call. Hey, lolly, lolly, ho. We're so proud that we're airborne. Hey, lolly, lolly, ho. All the way, every day, all the way. Airborne, baby, that's right, that's right. Now, what a way to wake up first thing in the morning. I mean, where else can you get this kind of motivation to get up first thing in the morning? I mean, you should be looking for a second job today. You got so much energy. Anyway, good morning to you. This is News Radio 1440, and this is, of course, your wake-up call. It's time to get up. If you don't have a job, think about getting one. But first, we pay homage to our armed forces of these United States of America, past, present, and future. But first of all, let me get my kiss up thing out of the way. Every morning you got to kiss up to somebody, so it might as well be somebody that can do something for you. I'm saying good morning to the mayor. Hey, Mayor Reed, how you doing? You and I are going to sit down and have a talk someplace. Anyway, good morning to that. Who else I need to say kiss up to this morning? Oh, the governor's office. Since they did take my suggestion yesterday and take all the Russian alcohol off the shelf. Right on. I appreciate that. See, influence comes in many ways. Let me see now. What else? Who I need to kiss up to this morning? Oh, the county commission. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you. How you guys doing out there? City council. Good morning. How y'all doing out there? You know, good. Especially my good friend Arande Mitchell. That's my man out there. My man always out there doing something. Shutting down apartment complex, trying to do something to help the people. That's what I'm talking about. Who else? I need to kiss it. Oh, the police chief. Good morning, Miss Harris. Because you never can know. You know, they get behind a brother. You never know what might happen. I'm just saying, don't want to be no accident. What else? Okay, that's it. That's all the kissing I can do right now. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And I'm still looking for that donation of that chair, okay? My chair is falling apart up here, okay? I put in requisition orders to the top side up there at Cumulus in Atlanta, but I haven't heard anything back yet. I'm just saying. So if somebody wants to donate me a nice, comfortable chair up here so I can still get motivated to get up here in the mornings, I do it. I just bring it to the building, and we'll get somebody to get it up here, okay? I need it. Make sure it's got a high back and a comfortable pillow. A comfortable cushion. I'm just saying, you get old, you got to have some comfort. And make sure it's one of those chairs that go up and down so I can play on it while I'm here. I'm just saying, if somebody wants to do that. And it would be nice, just to have somebody deliver some grits every once in a while to the studio. I used to get all kind of free things. Maybe somebody at Chappie's Deli can, bring their brother some grits with some lumps in them. Yeah, I like the grits at the bottom of the pot. Oh, yeah, at the bottom. That's where the lumps are. That's where the lumps live, baby. That's the kind of grits I want. And good morning, and good morning. I don't know why I like the lumps. I just like the lumps in the grits, you know. So maybe I should call Chappies right now, so they can put me some aside when I get off. I go over there and get some lumpy grits. I love lumpy grits. Okay, I just can't figure out how to make grits and make them lumpy. So that's my problem. I can't figure out how to do that. But I love the lumps in the grits. So somebody call Chappies and tell them the elk dog over here on the radio wants some lumpy grits. Okay, and send Uber over here with them. Okay, no, never mind. You make me pay for Uber. Okay, forget that. Just put them aside, put them in the hot pocket or something, put them someplace, and I'll come over there and get my lumpy grits as soon as I get them. Okay, I'll come get them. Okay, I just gotta. So don't put them in there yet. Okay, I'm just saying I just like lumpy grits. I mean, I do. We all got issues, right? My issue is lumpy grits. I love lumpy grits. Okay, the bigger the lump, the better I like them. So don't be throwing them out. Put them aside for Elkins. I'll come over there and get them. You got to give me half price though, since nobody wanted them anyway. Anyway, good morning to you. How's the day treating everybody? Well, what's going on? I see the governor yesterday decided to take my suggestion and take all that Russian stuff off the shelves for their transgressions in Ukraine. Listen, I want. That's the first time they ever listened to me down there. You know, well, the first time I know about it. You know, they never listened to me down at the White House on the corner down there. You know, never did. But they did this time, and so good. But that's an easy decision, though, right? Now I'm gonna see if I can get it to do some more decisions, like let's go and extend this Medicaid thing that people want. I'm just saying because, you know, I know, and listen, I heard the arguments about it. And I understand the arguments that if you bring in 20 people and you got enough money for 20 people for 6 months, after the 6 months are up, you still gotta pay for the 20 people. I got that. I got that. That's reasonable math. I got that part. But you know what? If I happen to be one of those 20 people that are sick right now, today, you know what? I'm not really thinking about the 6 months from now. I'm thinking about now. Okay. I'm just saying you might want to, and to the Republicans down there, I love you. Yeah, I do. Most of y'all pretty good. Some of y'all suck, but most of y'all pretty good. You know, we need to do this thing to Medicaid for the poor folks. And when I say poor folks, I mean I'm one of them. Okay, so I'm not. Don't make it seem like I'm living out there in the halcyon or I could have lived out there. I ain't gonna lie, I could have lived out there, but I had a choice to make. Do I want to take my whole check and pay rent? Or do I want to take like half the check and pay rent and buy groceries? Okay, no. You know, I know people who live in Wind Lakes. Okay, and this is no lie. I'll never give anybody's name because you do what you have to do when you have to do it. But I know people who lived in Wind Lakes. If you come up to their house, you think they are banging. But you go inside, don't have no furniture. I said, what's up with that? I mean, they're still sleeping on floors, which is cool. It just maybe it gives them something. But I'm just saying, I don't know if it's worth all that to live out there, you know. But then again, they don't have the crime out there we got everywhere else. So I don't know. But anyway, good morning to you. I just couldn't do it, you know. I mean, I didn't know. Listen. I thought, now this is just me. I thought having a mortgage at $600 a month was a hell of a lot of money. Okay. But I have subsequently found out that there's some high ass mortgages in Montgomery. We got people paying $3,000, $4,000 a month to live someplace. I mean, so if you ever get behind, you might just start moving. Seriously, if your mortgage is $4,000 a month and you miss a month for whatever reason, you might just call the landlord or the mortgage company and say, look here, where should I leave the key? I'm not going to have no $8,000 next month to pay this rent, pay this mortgage. So where should I leave the key? I'm just saying, that's a lot of money to pay every month. $4,000. And I would imagine that there may be people who pay more than that. I guess it depends on how much money you make, you know. But that's, you know, I mean, seriously, I thought $600 was a lot of money to pay. you know, for a good mortgage. I see why I'm in the upper lower side of town, you know. But anyway, but I won't be moving out to Wind Lakes anytime soon. What's the most exclusive neighborhood in Montgomery? Anybody know? I think Greystone is. Greystone is. I think that's the most exclusive neighborhood in Montgomery. I don't know if Wind Lakes is on top of the heap anymore. I think Greystone is got you beat. Okay. But you know, now there's some other secrets in Montgomery. There's some secret neighborhoods in Montgomery that still look good that you don't have to pay $4,000 a month to live out there. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking something. All right, I'll shut up now. I'll take a break. And we'll come back and we'll talk about some other things. But you know, would you pay $4,000 a month rent mortgage? Would you do that? Huh? Would anybody do that? Yes, there are people that are doing it, but it won't be me. Okay, $4,000. Man, that's a lot of money. And then I heard somebody say they're paying $1,300. I like to cry. $1,300, like the brother said, $1,300. Man. That almost made me lose it. But anyway, but the $4,000 a month thing, yeah, we got it. I won't be living in that neighborhood. Okay. Now I will tell you that's probably the reason why the mortgage went up, because they didn't want me living in that neighborhood. And I'm good. For that kind of price, you can keep me out that neighborhood forever. $1,300. No, I can't. $4,000. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Okay. So let me go and do what I got to do. Do what a man has got to do right now. So I'll come back. Uno momento. Okay, so don't you guys go no place. I'm trying to do something while I'm talking at the same time. You know, when you're the producer and the host, it gets tough some days. Okay, but I got it. I'm good. So anyway. Oh, I guess somebody's over there telling me that they pay $1,300 mortgage. Yeah, I can't do it. It won't happen for me. Okay, no, it won't happen for me at all. Okay, I can't. I just can't do it. I just can't. I mean, that's just a lot of money to pay. And again, you miss a month, just move. Don't call them. Leave the key tonight. Leave the place in good shape. Don't call them. Don't call them. Say, can you give me an extra month? No, you'll never catch up. Think about that for a second. $4,000 a month mortgage note, and you miss one. Do you ever believe, unless you got a trust fund or something, But other than that, no, you'll never get that back. So just call up Wells Fargo and tell them, hey, just tell me where to leave the key, brother, and I'm gone. Anyway, we'll be back with some more serious stuff after this. $1,300 mortgage, man. Woo-hoo.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
$1,300.
Fried Texas tenders and shrimp meal today. It's butterfly shrimp alongside made from scratch Texas tenders, served spicy or original for $6. Churches, welcome to the great state of flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 or 72 degrees today with plenty of sunshine, just a few morning clouds. Otherwise, all blue sky, and the wind will be calm. For tonight, another chilly night, down to about 38, 39 degrees under mostly clear sky. For Wednesday, plenty of sun, mid-70s, upper 70s on Thursday, more sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun, 80s heading into the weekend.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Still no major problems or accidents are being reported by the authorities. To send anyone on an alternate route, we've checked with the surrounding counties. They're clear as well. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Chico's Auto Pros has everything for your car, including discounted towing, convenient loaner cars, and an extra $100 value on every repair. Chico's Auto Pros, Atlanta Highway 239-9510. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major
Pro
Delay.
Tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Now that we're getting back to normal, let's get our kids the academic support they need too. Whether you can tutor, mentor, or just have a little time to serve in your community, GetReadySet.org can match you up with a student in your community that suits your talents and time.
Get more information about Ready, Set, and Project Shine on our website, newsradio1440.com.
Joe Biden has created a dangerous crisis at our border. Now, illegal immigrants are flooding into our country in record numbers, and they're bringing violent crime and deadly drugs with them. Conservative Katie Britt is running for the U.S. Senate to secure our border and protect Alabama families. Here's Katie Britt.
Joe Biden promised amnesty and free health care to illegal immigrants. And that's exactly why border crossings are now at an all-time high. We need to send fighters to Washington who are dead serious about border security. Here's where I stand. Let's finish President Trump's wall, ban sanctuary cities, crack down on the drug cartels. And here's a novel concept: put American families first for a change. As Alabama's next senator, I will fight back against the Biden liberals and never back down.
Katie Britt is tough on illegal immigration, and she's ready to fight for stronger borders.
I'm Katie Britt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Britt.
Mike Durant, Black Hawk pilot, POW survivor. Mike Durant, fearless patriot, courage in combat. Mike Durant, job creator, family maker, American hero. Mike Durant is the fighter, the leader, the conservative outsider Alabama needs in the United States now. Mike's not afraid to stand up to the woke mob in Washington, and he won't be bullied by radicals hell-bent on giving our country away. Mike Durant will defend our borders, secure our elections, and stop the runaway spending from the left. He'll take on the corrupt establishment, and he'll never forget why he's there. Alabama conservative, American hero. Mike Durant, for the United States Senate. Paid for by Alabama Patriots PAC, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.alabamapatriotspac.com. Alabama Patriots PAC is responsible.
Do you need cash? How about an equity loan on your home, mobile home, land, or even automobile? Mortgage Corporation of the South. We've been serving Central Alabama for well over 25 years, and we help folks cash in on the equity in their homes, mobile homes, land, and automobiles. The cash can be used for anything you want. And the great thing, your credit does not have to be perfect in order to be approved. That's right. If you've had a prior bankruptcy or slow payment, if you have equity in your home, that is your equity. You can whatever you want. Now,
alrighty then. Let me see.
You'll find anywhere for refinances and home purchases. And the best thing, we offer 1 hour loan approvals. That's right, 1 hour loan approval. Call us at 567-9000, 567-9000, or mcsloans.com.
Make your next move your best move.
Y'all were easy to get to on 565, go to North Boulevard, take the first exit, Louisville Street, follow the ramp, turn right 3 times, follow that to the end of the road, find the Capital Oyster Bar, and you're going to go right past the RV park. We'll bring your camper, your RV down here, spend a little time with us. If you're in town working, we got room for you. All you got to do is walk over next door and get you something good to eat. Check it all out. Capital
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I should have got out the seat that quick. Okay, the President of the United States, the guy who's currently in that office, said that, and I'm glad somebody sent this to me. I said that he has, on his own volition, he has, how they put it, he has, okay, because I just couldn't believe we wrote, I just couldn't. The estimate is that we have cut Black poverty by over 30%. He's been in office a year. Okay. We reduced child poverty more than 50% in the Black community. Now, my people, the people that look like me, get close to the radio. Just get close. If you believe that, okay, that I have, okay, $1 million in the bank that I just want to give you for being that smart, okay? If you believe that a guy who wants to put crack pipes, okay, in the Black community by some sense of racial equity, if you believe he cares about you being impoverished, you're the biggest fool that ever walked God's green earth. Okay, I'm just saying. Anybody who believes this, I mean, they believe, and see, this is what the Democrats irk me. They really believe that if we happen to have a darker hue, see, the Republicans don't give a crap what you believe. They don't. And most of them don't give a crap about you. And I'm fine with that. I really am. Because at least you know at that point what you got to do. But now I think what the president is talking about, because I believe he believes that giving people more food stamp somehow empowers them, I guess. I think he believes that. I think he really believes that giving black folks more food stamps, they call it the SNAP program, somehow equates to income. So, what an idiot. He done cut 50%. So 50%, so all the black kids, now remember this. You don't have a child in poverty unless you have a grown person in poverty. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because children don't make money most of the time anyway. I'm just saying. Yeah, but he's going to keep saying that, and he'll probably say it at the State of the Union thing, and then black folks will look so. Did he really? Yeah. Well, you kind of miss me. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. So there anybody that believes that? Is there anybody that actually believes that? Okay, please tell me that nobody's that stupid in America. Anyway, moving right along to something else. It's time for lessons of life, the things that you learn by living. But first, the word of the day. Now, yesterday, God got on me because I said the word of the day, and then I gave two words. Okay, he wanted to be technical about it. Okay, I'm not that technical on certain things. Okay, you can't have two words unless you start with one word, right? Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, word of the day of this day means determine, plan, or chosen seemingly at random or by chance. So, what word is that? Okay, what word is that? Okay, I'm just saying. Determine, plan, or chosen seemingly at random or by chance. Okay, well, that word is arbitrary. So the next time you hear that word, I was trying to put it in a sentence where you could kind of, it's let's. Well, it's kind of like. Never mind, I can't put it in a word. I'll figure out how to put that in a sentence. Like, anyway, the word is arbitrary. Basically, it means, something happened, but you really didn't have anything to do with it. Okay? Basically, that's what that means. Okay? Or, let me take that back. Let me figure. Arbitrary means determined, planned, or chosen seemingly at random or by chance. Okay, I got it. Let's say you go down to the city council and they have to decide whether or not you're going to get some money for your nonprofit organization. Okay. Now they've already made the decision. Okay. In the work session, wink, wink. But they come out there and they act like it's something new when they've already made the decision. Okay, that's arbitrary. In other words, that's shooting you some BS. That means Bravo and Sierra. Okay, they're shooting that to you. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, but it seems like it's random. They hadn't made up their mind yet, but they already did. Or a job. Let's say you're going in for a job interview. The guy already know who he's going to hire. He just putting you in there because he gotta satisfy the EEOC. He already know you ain't getting the job. Come on, man. Anyway, so that's arbitrary. Now, moving right along. Okay? Moving right along. The lessons of life today is this. You can make a lot of things in life. You can do lots of things. But let's talk about the things that we make. We can make a lot of things in life. We can make money. We can make kids. Most of us do that, whether we want to or not. And we can make mistakes. But the best thing in this life that you can make, and I won't forget what Richard Bollinger told me when he put me on this board. He said, make a difference. So again, you can make a lot of things in your life, with your life. You can make money, children, and many mistakes. But the best thing you can make in life is a difference for somebody else. Okay? I'm just saying, you might want to write that down someplace and put it on your mirror. And so every morning you have to remember, you'll be reminded that we should strive each day to make a difference. And sometimes we do forget about that, don't we? Yes, we do. But we shouldn't. I just reminded you right now, so start your day off right and make a difference. It is March the 1st. Believe it or not, it is the 60th day of this year. It was on this day, 1932, that Charles A. Lindbergh Jr., a 20-month-old son of Charles and Ann Lindbergh, was kidnapped from the family home near Hopewell, New Jersey. Okay? That's right. That's what they stole the child. In 1781, the Continental Congress declared Articles of Confederation to be in force, following ratification in Maryland. Okay? So let's move on. 1790, President George Washington signed a measure authorizing the first United States Census. I guess you wanted to count then how many illegal aliens was over here. In 1867, Nebraska became the 37th state as President Andrew Johnson signed a proclamation. In 1893, inventor Nikola Tesla first publicly demonstrated radio during a meeting of the National Electric Light Association in St. Louis by transmitting an electromagnetic energy without wires. Ooh, that's nice. Cell phone. That was like the first cell phone or something. 1954, 4 Puerto Rican nationalists opened fire on spectators' gallery at the U.S. House of Representatives, where only 5 members of Congress. The United States detonated a dry fuel hydrogen bomb, codenamed Castro Bravo, at the Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. 1961, President John F. Kennedy signed an executive order establishing the Peace Corps. 1962, the first Kmart store opened where? In Garden City, Michigan. 1966 was the year. I was like 9, somewhere around there. The Soviet space probe Venera 3 impacted the surface of Venus. We got there in 1966 and we ain't been back yet. I don't believe they got there. I don't think they went there. I think they were doing a Hollywood thing, right? I mean, if we got to Venus, if the Russians got to Venus in 1966, so how come they ain't doing much better than what they're doing? They ought to have a better cell phone than we do. Anyway, becoming the first spacecraft to reach another planet. However, Venera was unable to transmit any data, its communication system having failed. But they got there. They got there. I mean, really? I didn't know that. Man, I must have went to sleep a lot in high school. 1971, a bomb went off in the men's restroom in the U.S. Capitol. A radical group called Weather Underground claimed responsibility for the pre-dawn blast. 1974, 7 people, including former White House aide H.R. Haldeman and John D. Ehrlichman, former Attorney General John Mitchell, and former Assistant Attorney General Robert Mardian were indicted on charges of conspiring to conduct justice in connection with the Watergate break-in. These 4 defendants were convicted in 1975, although Mardian conviction was later reversed. In 1981, Irish Republican Army member Bobby Sands began a hunger strike in Mays Prison in Northern Ireland. He died 65 days later. That's what I call dedicated to the cause. In 1990, the controversial Seabrook, New Hampshire nuclear power plant won federal permission to go online after 2 decades of protests and legal struggles. And that's just some of the things that happened on this day in the history in places around the world. Okay, some of the things. Nobody can ever tell you all of history because history is everything every man and woman and child has seen, felt, or done. So no one can give you all of history. If you think they can, you're smoking something. Okay, that's impossible. Okay? It's impossible. But we can give you our version of history anyway. All right. Well, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go. I gotta go do my thing and come back, and we'll talk about some interesting things. And city council meeting tonight. They got a couple things on that agenda we need to talk about before they talk about it in the meeting, and then act like they didn't talk about it while they were talking about it in the meeting, and make us think that they just made the decision right then and there. Come on, man. Anyway, all right, we'll be back.
News update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning. I'm Bethany Davis in the WSFA 12 newsroom. U.S. officials are responding to Russia's move to put nuclear assets on high alert, stressing that the U.S. will not change its nuclear alert status. Russian President Vladimir Putin put his nuclear forces on high alert Sunday, citing NATO aggression and hard-hitting financial sanctions against Russian businesses and key individuals. In solidarity with the people of Ukraine, Montgomery City Hall and Court Square fountain were lit up in blue and yellow, the colors of Ukraine's flag and coat of arms. President Joe Biden is set to deliver his first State of the Union address this evening. Expect crisis in Ukraine to be a prominent theme. The president also plans to announce a number of ways he will lower inflation, as well as several new programs, including nursing health care. Chosen businessman Jeff Coleman is not giving up on his bid for Congress. Coleman is now asking the State Attorney General and Secretary of State to seek clarification from the Supreme Court. Right now, the only other GOP second district candidate on the ballot is incumbent Barry Moore. Coleman lost to Moore in 2020. I'm Bethany Davis in the newsroom.
Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Crews are digging through the rubble of homes and buildings in Ukraine's second largest city after a Russian rocket attack. Government officials say it's killed at least 10 people. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata.
A huge missile slams into the city administration building in Kharkiv's Freedom Square this morning. The number of dead and injured is not clear at this hour, but people are believed to be buried under the rubble, and a rescue operation is underway. It's the latest salvo in what has become a full-scale Russian assault on Ukraine's second largest city.
President Vladimir Zelensky calls it a war crime. A 40-mile convoy of Russian tanks and military vehicles is moving in on the capital of Kyiv. This 18-year-old medical student in Lviv tells CBS News he's ready to fight.
If I must go, I will go. It's like a nightmare.
The UN Refugee Agency says about 660,000 people have now fled Ukraine for neighboring countries. That's up from 500,000 yesterday. Correspondent Steve Futterman spoke with one of them at the border crossing in Poland.
You walk? Yes, 50 kilometers. How did you do that? You need to be with a group of people. My friend was alone, and he's dead now.
In Washington, President Biden delivers his State of the Union address tonight. Correspondent Scott McFarland says preparations are underway.
It looks different here outside the Capitol this year. There are these 7-foot-high, tall, black temporary fences securing the perimeter of the campus, an extra security enhancement. And there are some COVID safety enhancements inside. Everybody in the chamber tonight has to take a COVID test. You'll see masks, but you will not see guests in the House chamber.
Police in Sacramento, California say a father gunned down his family and then himself during a supervised visit. Sergeant Rod Grassman.
My understanding is at this point that this male subject, adult subject, shot and killed his 3 children in this church?
Police say they were all girls under the age of 15, and the person overseeing the visit was also killed. S&P futures down 32. It's time to party in New Orleans. It's the last day of Mardi Gras, and WWL's Dave Cohen will be in the thick of it.
Fat Tuesday in New Orleans means an estimated 2 million people partying in the streets, led by Rex, the king of carnival.
I do hereby ordain and decree the following: all commercial endeavors be suspended throughout the realm, so that pleasure may rule both day and night.
Last year's parades were canceled for the first time in 42 years because of COVID. Dow futures down 246. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started.
Now an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high probabilities for false negative readings. New COVID strands are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible at a time when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Don't wait. Switch to Exergen because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
A weather satellite is scheduled to blast into space from Cape Canaveral later today.
It's called GOES-T, and it'll watch over the West Coast, Alaska, Hawaii, Mexico, Central America, and the Pacific. National Weather Service's Dr. Jim Yo says it's strategic for the rest of the country.
Since many of the weather systems of the United States move from west to east, GOES-T, as goes west, will improve model forecast for the entire country.
GOES-T is a joint effort from NOAA and NASA. Includes instruments that help detect hazards, including wildfires, fog, volcanic eruptions, and Pacific hurricanes. Its 2-hour launch window opens up at 4:38 p.m. Eastern Time. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
A baby formula maker is expanding a recall after the FDA reported the death of a second infant from a bacterial infection, Chronobacter. The recall affects an additional lot of Similac made in Sturgis, Michigan, distributed in the U.S. and Israel. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Attention Alabama voters, stand by for a Republican election alert. President Donald J. Trump has endorsed conservative Mo Brooks for U.S. Senate in the Alabama Republican primary. Repeat, Trump endorses Brooks for Senate. Speaking at a rally here in Alabama, President Trump repeatedly praised Mo Brooks.
Oh, someone who has fought harder than anyone else in Congress. He's got courage. He's an honest guy. And he is really a fighter. With conservative patriots like Mo Brooks fighting for us in Washington, I have never been more confident that we will defeat the radical left. Your next U.S. Senator from Alabama, Mo Brooks.
That's President Trump endorsing Mo Brooks for U.S. Senate. Conservative Mo Brooks, the Trump Republican choice for U.S. Senate. Paid for by Public Protection. Public Protection and not authorized by any candidate or candidates for public protection.
It sure is. But on top of that, how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code
Get
TIME.
Upside app.
50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code TIME. See website for details on our 2-month subscription offer. Guys, eat great and lose weight with Nutrisystem for Men. Get our new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. They're big and filling and taste delicious. Plus, try our new restaurant faves that taste like your favorite restaurant portion with half the calories. Beef and bean burritos, toasted ravioli, sesame beef and broccoli. Easy to prepare and made in minutes. The secret? Advanced nutritional science that helps keep your blood sugar levels steady and you losing weight. With Nutrisystem for Men, you get your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks all delivered right to your door. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off all plans. Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com/fast.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is the platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
They are the 2 sexiest fat men alive. Ready for fun. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440 beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Okay, we're back. I was looking at some news there, some things that were sort of entertaining somewhat. But I will have to ask this one question. Now, I understand that life terms sometimes can life can put us in some very interesting predicaments at times, and I understand that. Because we all have our ups and downs. I get that part. And life sometimes forces us to do things that we normally, at least I'm hoping, we wouldn't normally do. Okay, I'm just saying. So I'm not really getting on this guy for this, but I gotta ask a question. So I'm gonna give you guys my man of the hour, for this hour, and his name is Eric Martin. Now Eric Martin is a guy who's in Millbrook, was caught in somebody's house. Trying to burglarize their house. Now, this was in Millbrook. So don't y'all think that all the crime just happens in Montgomery, although somewhere along the line he probably came from Montgomery. But still, at 53, I mean, I can understand maybe at 13, you kind of, and by an off chance, maybe 23. And even that's too old to be doing these kind of things. But to me, he's the luckiest man. He's a lucky man this morning that the homeowner did not come home and whack him. See? And then we'd have people out there protesting in the town about all this and all this and all that. Well, with just a TV, well, it was my TV. It was my stuff. And I got up every morning, go to work for it. It's my stuff. And I don't care if it was just my favorite cup for my own coffee. It's my stuff. What gives you the right, or anybody the right, to come into my house? I'm not going in your house to steal things. I don't know. I guess we all got issues. But at 53, you don't have enough suave to go look for a job. I mean, there's so many people hiring out here right now. I mean, you can get a job by accident right now, can't you? Unless he has a prison record or something like that. And then and we really need to do something about this whole prison record thing. I mean, unless you a felony, you know, we may need to figure out a way to stop holding people's past against them. You know, we may need to figure out a way to do that, because if not, then this is going to get worse before it gets better. I'm just saying, at 53 years old, you know, you got to be really down on hard luck to be robbing somebody's house, you know. So anyway, as a matter of fact, I saw something in the paper the other day, and QB Ray Hayes was trying to get this 6-member family some stuff. I don't know exactly who they are, or what they need, or anything like that. She hadn't called the show yet. I don't know why they don't take advantage of calling the show and letting people know. You know, I mean, hey, everybody don't look at Facebook, but everybody listens to the radio sooner or later. I'm just saying, you know, you might want to give us a call and see what we can do for you. Okay. Anyway, good morning to you. Yesterday we found out. Anyway, so my good friend over there, Mr. Martin over there. I hope everything works out for you. And you know, and call us up on the radio. You know, we can help you out. I'm just saying. You know, you don't need to be. You don't need to almost be dying in somebody's house for stealing little bitty junk. Okay. And I don't blame people for going in their house and popping a cat in somebody who happens to be in there. I just don't blame them. Okay. They don't know what you're in there to do. They don't. You may be there to do them harm. They don't know. So the best thing we can do is stay out of people's houses. Okay. If you don't have any mail coming to you at that house, you probably don't need to be there. Okay. Anytime, unless you get invited. I'm just saying. Now, I'm a pretty, I'm a pretty courageous guy when I have to be. I'm not a scaredy cat. But the one thing that would scare me is breaking in somebody's house, not knowing when they come to the crib. No. No, I'm not stupid. I just wouldn't do that. Okay. Anyway, so much for that. Move right along. So if y'all think about, breaking in people's homes, get a new profession. Okay, just get something else. Get a new profession. All right. Now here's a guy right here. Before I get to the stuff here, here's a guy that's an interesting man. And just for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to tell you he's a white guy. Now I'm going to tell you he's a white guy, not because he's a white guy, but to show you the difference of the cultural traits, okay, of different cultures. My brother right here, and his name is, let me see, his name is David Martinez. Okay, he's a Mexican guy. That's close to white, too. A Mexican guy. So him and his brother got in a fight, and his brother was gay. No big deal, right? Everybody's gay now. I mean, saying people's gay now don't really mean anything. And I looked the word gay up in an 1828 Webster dictionary. And obviously, from 1828 to now, we have changed that definition of gay to mean different things. Okay. But anyway, so my brother got mad at his brother. Okay. And he took a knife and he cut his brother. He said, I'm going to cut the gay out of you. Now, I don't know how you do that. Okay. I can just tell you, he is in jail under $22,000 bond, so it must didn't cut him too bad. So I guess he was just going to cut a little hole, let the gay come out, and and put the piece of meat back in. I don't know, but how do you cut the gay out of somebody? I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that I'll have to talk to Mr. Martinez and see where he was coming from. I don't know how you do that. How you cut the gay out of somebody? I don't know. And one more interesting story. Let's say you're riding on the bus. You're having a good time, just listening to your headphones, just looking at the world around you, thinking that life is all good. And all of a sudden, a guy gets on the bus, walks past you with a bag in his hand, okay, But right when he gets in front of you, he puts in your face what's in that bag. Now, this happened the other day. So a guy gets on the bus and he has a bag full of, well, how can I put this gingerly? He has a bag full of, well, you know how people say sometimes you're full of, okay, well, that's what the bag was full of. And he thought it'd be a nice gesture. He thought it would be a nice gesture to put this bag of what you full of in this woman's face. And that's what he did. He opened up the bag. The woman sitting on the bus. He smashes it in her face. Now, you know, there's some weird people in the world. It just is. Now, first of all, you're going to carry on the bus a bag full of what they say some people are full of and walk around with it until you can find the right face to put it in. Now, this guy needs to go to the mental institutions right now, and he'd been there for about 10 years because something is obviously wrong, okay? Obviously wrong. It must have been his full of stuff that was in the bag, okay? Because I can't think of somebody taking somebody else's full of stuff, putting it in the bag, and then putting it in somebody's face. I mean, if I'm going to put some full of stuff in somebody's face, it's going to be my stuff and not somebody else. I'm just saying. They're just some sick people in the world. You know, I'm just saying, I thought I share that with you. I mean, what would you do? You're on the bus, you know, on the bus, having a great time, and all of a sudden, it gets dark. But the darkness comes with a smell. And all of a sudden, you realize what just happened. Woo! What would you do? Okay? All I can say is he'd be lucky that I didn't have a gun. Okay? I'm just saying. All right, and those are some weird stories of this morning. Again, let me take one call, then I'll go to my first break, and we'll see how things are going from there. Good morning, who's this? Good morning. Yes.
And a lady comes up to me as I'm getting into my vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
with a little 3x5 card in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I have 6 children. I need gas money. Can you help? I looked at the card, I looked at her, and I said, ma'am, I'll be glad to follow you up there at the gas pump and get you some gas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether she can't speak, but she shook her head and walked away. The point of this,
Really?
the point of this is, Mayor, who is the rising gas prices hurting the worst? It's not hurting the politicians. It's not hurting people of means. It's hurting the poor people. And as the gas continues to rise, and that's what I don't understand, if you're about trying to help people, whether it be food stamps or whatever, if you're the party of that, then why would you cut down, shut off oil production on a pipeline in this country and then pat the Russians on the back and say, go ahead with y'all's? We're already 15 to 20% short, and we have to purchase it from Russia. But that's what I don't understand. You're hurting, and with these, we're going to go green, we're going to go electric vehicles. Well, do you know how much a battery costs for one of those vehicles?
And did you know, you probably do know, but even the electricity, some of that's going somewhere in that line, that chain will be some oil being used to provide it. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now in their pocketbook, you're hurting the people that can't afford the gas, and then they sure can't afford these $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 batteries for these electric cars. And what happens if you can't send Joe up to the street to Walmart to get your battery? I just don't understand this logic, but evidently it's the green way, it's the New Deal. I don't know, but that's my 2 cents for the morning.
Okay, I appreciate it. Listen, I agree with you. I'm all confused. But we'll pay the Russians for that oil. Let them mess up the ecology that I don't believe anyway. But we rather pay rather than get our. I don't know. Listen, nobody understands liberals. Nobody understands Democrats, the old school Democrats. Okay, the new ones are fools, so we're not going to hold them responsible yet. They got to grow up. I mean, you got a 20-year-old Democrat out there. He don't know. She don't know. They're just going by the propaganda that's been put out there. But let me tell you what'll change your mind quick about this, like what happened in Texas last year. When the wind stopped blowing and the windmills stopped going around and the snow's falling down and your house is getting cold, you're going to wish like hell you had some gas and some oil. Anyway, got to take a break. We'll come back. All right, then. Oh, I got one more funny story to tell you, and then I'll get to some serious stuff here in a moment here. But I got one more, because you will not believe the things that people will do in America today. All because somewhere along the line in public school, somebody told them that they had ODD or ADHD, or we gave them an IEP, okay? And now they just don't know what to do, okay? I'm just saying, but that's what's going on. So now we're somebody once said you're going to pay once going, or you're going to pay twice coming back. I think we're in that twice part, okay? And another thing, why is it? I'm just asking a question. I don't have the answers. Why is it that a lot of people in the city council didn't know that the mayor himself was trying to extract certain responsibilities that go to the city council from them until yesterday? Because the elk dog, I sniffed it out. Yeah, I smelled it. Oh yeah, bad smell. I'm just saying, but maybe the mayor come on and tell us, why he needs to appoint people to the airport board. I got my suspicion, but we ain't gonna go there yet. Okay, we'll be back.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 or 72 degrees today with plenty of sunshine, just a few morning clouds. Otherwise, all blue sky, and the wind will be calm. For tonight, another chilly night down to about 38, 39 degrees under a mostly clear sky. For Wednesday, plenty of sun, mid-70s, upper 70s on Thursday, more sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun, 80s heading into the weekend. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking pretty good. A problem on 85 northbound between Bell Road and Taylor. Got an accident against the left wall, not causing any problems as far as slowdown goes through that area, so that's always good news. And finishing up an accident with injury West South Boulevard at Rosa Parks, so please continue to avoid that area. Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter has a great selection of full-size pickups. Choose from Ford, GMC, Toyota, and more. Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, front and back, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
You love your car, yes. But why are you not loving it with those tires that carry you and your family everywhere? Let Chico's Auto Pros show some love with our super savings on tires. Chico's Auto Pros.
Hi, I'm Dave Kias, host of Barbecue Radio Nation, along with my co-host, barbecue expert Dan Hathaway.
Every week, we will be giving you the best tips on how you can grill and smoke your favorite meats, vegetables, and even desserts.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, our show is designed to help you become a better backyard barbecuer.
And from my years on the competition circuit, I will show you how you can be the envy of your neighborhood.
Be sure and tune in for Barbecue and Fun, Saturdays at 6 p.m.
right here on News Radio 1440.
Joe Biden has created a dangerous crisis at our border. Now, illegal immigrants are flooding into our country in record numbers, and they're bringing violent crime and deadly drugs with them. Conservative Katie Britt is running for the U.S. Senate to secure our border and protect Alabama families.
$2,500
amnesty and free health care to illegal immigrants. And that's exactly why border crossings are now at an all-time high. We need to send fighters to Washington who are dead serious about border security. Here's where I stand. Let's finish President Trump's wall, ban sanctuary cities, crack down on the drug cartels. And here's a novel concept: put American families first for a change. As Alabama's next senator, I will fight back against the Biden liberals and never back down.
Katie Britt is tough on illegal immigration, and she's ready to fight for stronger borders.
I'm Katie Britt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Grit for Alabama.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. Montgomery Men's Health.
Saddle up for the 65th Annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of Pro Rodeo Cowboys and Bucket Stock to Montgomery for this NFR Playoff Series. The weekend features children's events and world-class entertainment. Fun for the whole family on our new performance styles. Now, Friday through Sunday, ticket deals for active military and first responders, and a Sunday Fun Day family four-pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at SLErodeo.com.
An enchanted rose, a beauty, a hideous beast. The Alabama Dance Theater's full-length ballet, Beauty and the Beast, returns to the stage. Inspired by the classic French fairy tale, don't miss Alabama Dance Theater's most extravagant production. March 4th, 5th, and 6th at Troy University's Davis Theater. Get your tickets now before the last petal falls.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, The Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, now I'm still looking for that chair, and then somebody needs to donate me a chair because I just need one. Okay, I need a chair, and I'm gonna keep begging every day until I get one. Somebody listening to this show got a lot of money. Okay, you can just have Office Depot deliver it up here as a birthday present for my 65th birthday. Okay, I'm just saying. And if I don't make it, somebody else can sit in it. But I'm just saying. Okay, I need that. So I never begged you guys for anything for myself, but I need a chair. The chair I got up here, it kind of sucks. So I'm just saying you might want to think about doing that. Then I'll be more comfortable. I need a high chair so I can, I want to feel like an executive. Okay. I mean, I got a new office in the building up here. I got a new office. Okay, it's a cubicle, but it's like an office to me. I got a window. I got a window and everything back there too, so I can look out the window and look at the Black Lives Matter thing as I do my work. I'm just saying. So I need a chair, good chair. I don't have to be here. You just send it up Sweet 300 and say this is for Elkins, and I'll appreciate it. I'm just saying. Big chair, big chair. Okay, not a whole lot of money. Just throw a little bit in there, you know. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well, finds everybody doing well. City Council meeting tonight. One of the things on the City Council meeting tonight that I kind of wonder about, the Exotic Lounge, they got a 30-day review, but they're not open yet. I'm just wondering why you're gonna review them when they're not open yet. I'm just saying, okay, maybe they're checking on the progress, you know. But now, me personally, I really don't like clubs. But as I get older, you know, I think everybody needs a place they can hang out at, okay, without worrying about getting shot, okay? Because I think I'm at the point now where, you know, sometimes I just want to go out and have me a Coca-Cola someplace, not at the house, okay, not too many Cokes either, but just sit down. And I think this is the right place for me. It's in my neighborhood, you know, it's right over there where I live, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So can we just get them opened up so I can just go sit in the back corner and watch people? Okay, I just want to sit back there and have my Coke with a couple of things of ice in it. You know, I'm supposed to have my first drink in May. I'm supposed to have my first drink of alcohol in May. But I've been thinking about that. I told my son to have a drink with him. I've been thinking about that. What if I really am an alcoholic? You know, and I've never drank it. So, I mean, I have never drank any alcohol, no cigarettes. Okay, I did try to smoke a pipe once, but it made me cough, so I had to let go of that too quickly. I haven't tried hookah, or whatever that is. I haven't tried vaping. So, y'all, I want y'all to know, if I ever get arrested one night for DUI, you know somebody lying, okay? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not just going to sit there in the car, let them put me in jail, and then come out as a millionaire. See? Because I've never touched alcohol in my life. So I'm just saying. So that'd be a good way to get rich. Get me some Stuart Vance or somebody to help me out here. Okay? I'm just saying, if that happens. So anytime if they arrested Elkins for drinking, you just know somebody lying. So I decided not to have the drink, but I will go out with my son and I'll buy him a drink. That's what I will do. I'll buy him a drink. Okay, that's the best I can do for him. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. But they didn't do. Wait a minute. But they didn't do nothing with the oil, brother. Well, I mean, they're making money. They're probably making money on it, right? Okay, now let me ask something. Now let me ask just let's be honest here for a second. You do agree that somebody's going to make money on poor folks. I mean, you do agree with that, right? Okay. Wait a minute. But he did cut. He stopped as soon as he came in. He did. Well, nobody was getting oil yet. We was working on it. America has, wait a minute, but you do realize America, especially over in Alaska, we got more oil than most places in the world. And you tell me why we cannot provide our own. We actually buying oil from Russia. Yes. Yeah. Get what now? Dig the oil up. Well, you know, wait a minute. From what I understand, and again, not being an oil man, obviously looking at what I drive, it takes a while. I'm going to assume that to get these things built, years to build these plants. I mean, you think, look at those things in Louisiana and all this. Do you think those oil platforms out there get up in a couple of days? No, it takes years to get them up. Trump, well, NAFTA hurt us. It didn't help us. Clinton. Wait a minute. If you don't sign it, it don't go in place. And listen, they all did. They all did. And I was against it, but a Democrat signed it. Okay, and it needed to be redone, so it benefited us more than it did the Mexicans and the Canadians. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Well, unless you can give me a specific incident or incidences, I mean that is just. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, again. Well, if we but if we didn't have environmental wackos and tree huggers who think a tree is worth more than a human being, maybe we can be more prudent in our exploration. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, let me cogitate. Okay. Okay. Well, let me cogitate on what you say, and I'll get back with you tomorrow on that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I got you. We'll talk about that one later on. Whew. Well, I'm not an oil guy. I don't know much about that oil stuff. So all I know is I go to the gas station and put the thing in the gas thing. Give them $5, whatever you got to give them, pump it, and it comes out. I don't. That's the extent of my oil knowledge, and that we got to have it. Okay. I'm not going to electric. I'm not going to buy an electric car. Okay? That ain't gonna happen. Okay. I will never get my car try to go across Texas with whatever it is on an electric vehicle. That's not gonna happen. I'm an oil man. Give me some gas, okay? I'm not no. But listen, for those folks out there want to be conservationists and get the get that, but without oil, somewhere in the process, you will not get electricity. I'm just telling you. So I ain't going there. I'm not going there. Okay, I'm driving a car. I'm not going there. We're not gonna do that. Good morning. Who's this? Hey, Steve. Mm-hmm.
So you said about 20 years ago. That's about right. About 20 years ago is when I think Shelby and the rest, half of the people down there at the State House was Democrats. And I think that's why all these Christians and conservatives and all this craziness, they separate themselves from those, what we call Mustangs, all of the people, when they lift the guys come an officer, we call them Mustangs. I don't know if they call these people, what you call them, they call it something. And they change over like that. But, yeah, I mean, we don't know half of what the heck is going on. And every time you put the Democrats out there, I kind of laugh. You know, like, what are you trying to sell? But, you know, the other thing is, you know, we talk about a lot of stuff. I was trying to look at what's going to prioritize. With all the crazy, got down there every church here in Montgomery trying to send stuff over to the war zone. And look like that's not a big issue. Because your president, or whatever you call it, is Pompeo. That Trump said Trump is that thing since sliced bread. I think that should be on the top of the agenda this morning. And let's choose through that and see what.
Well, and right, but I would tell you something. There are a lot of things involved in this Ukrainian thing that we as a general public are not privy to. Okay, there are a lot of things going on over there because, you know, listen, I don't. What hurts me is when civilians who are not engaged and are sitting in their living rooms getting missiles shot at them. But the government of Ukraine, I mean, I really don't know. You know, they did some rotten things too to people over there. So they're not a democracy, as it were. There's just some things here that way above my pay grade that I just not familiar with what's going on over there.
One of the best things, we do have standards. And the guy said that he was going over and taking out the people that speak Russian. He's going to fortify them and just nobody hurt them.
Yeah, and that's my problem with him. Yeah. Well, now he said that since he started this war over there, has he? Well, I didn't hear. So are there? Wait, let me. I had to ask a question. Are there things that are going on here that you and I don't have privy to? I ain't talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about, is there something? Okay. Yeah.
And all that time, y'all say, well, he didn't do nothing when Trump was in there. Well, no crap. He was sitting back when Trump did it. So when Trump didn't get reelected, he felt that he had to move on his own.
Now you know that sounds like one of those cuckoo conspiracy theory kinds of philosophies. I mean, now that's true. Okay, I gotta go, man. Yeah, let me see if I can figure that out. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, we'll be right back, I think. I mean, we still trying to figure out why the mayor is trying to take authority from the city council. I can't really deal with the Ukrainians. I'm just glad there ain't no missiles going across our airways. We'll be back.
By Blindster. Looking for a great deal on blinds, shades, and shutters? See 50% off any order during Blindster.com's President's Day sale. Blindster offers custom wood and faux wood blinds, roller shades, cellular shades, even custom plantation shutters. And they're all 50% off for a limited time. Blindster.com.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 71 or 72 degrees today with plenty of sunshine, just a few morning clouds. Otherwise, all blue sky and the wind will be calm. For tonight, another chilly night down to about 38, 39 degrees under a mostly clear sky. For Wednesday, plenty of sun, mid-70s, upper 70s on Thursday, more sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun, 80s heading into the weekend.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. A couple of areas of concern still. West-South Boulevard at Rosa Parks, still causing problems there, so please avoid that area. And 85 northbound between Bell and Taylor, an accident against the left barrier, not causing any slowdowns, but be advised. Reinhardt Collision is looking to add an experienced body tech and paint prepper to their family, and they're willing to pay top dollar for your experience. Call Brandon Jones, 213-1216. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. Please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need, 844-47-BIBLE. That's 844-47-BIBLE, 844-47-BIBLE.
Texting enrolls you with recurring automated text messages. Message data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P says, this is the best product I found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text YOUTH to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting YOUTH to 42424. That's YOUTH to 42424. Text YOUTH to 42424.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we're back. Good morning. Well, Pat Robertson has made some interesting statements as it pertains to what's going on in Russia. Let me see here. Let's go back to this line right here. Good morning. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? This is give people to call in, make you realize how uneducated I am. Now, over there in Saudi Arabia, they're getting the oil off the top of the ground.
Hey, listen, you know, that's what somebody said. That's what somebody said. So, you know.
The brother said we're getting oil off the top of the ground on Saudi, so they can cheaper for something over there than we get it. And you know, on the Keystone Pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
we get that oil now. You know how we get it?
How are we getting it?
It comes by train. That's why it's stupid not to have the pipeline, because we're using energy for the trains to bring it in, and it's also more riskier than the pipeline.
Well, it sure is. Yeah.
And that Trump, I missed that part where he said Russia was better than sliced bread. When he put a stop to the Nord Stream, you know what the Nord Stream pipeline is?
No. There's so many pipelines, and now I
It brings natural gas from Russia.
oh, yeah, okay.
Trump stopped that because we could sell gas to Germany and not have Germany dependent on Russia. Well, God, I've learned that from these people today. And what gets me is they have the audacity to call people stupid. But the most funniest thing I've heard all day is that we're getting gas. We get Saudis get it off the top of it.
Well, now that kind of surprised me. That surprised me. I was trying to, you know.
We went to the first Iraq War.
Yeah.
And the Iraqis lit all those.
Ooh, yeah. Oil, those oil. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was burning in those silos or whatever those things are they had up in the sky. But wait, I know it ain't a silo, but it's kind of like a silo. Well, it's kind of like a silo. You know, it's kind of like. Yeah. No. Yeah, no problem. Always here to help enlighten. Let me see who's next. I learned so much from this show. Sometimes I'm just impregnated with knowledge. Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine.
I just got to follow.
Wait. Hold before you get in. You do see my influence, right? You do see that the governor decided to remove all the Russian liquor from the stores.
And that's a good thing.
Okay, you realize that was my suggestion.
I
Okay.
It's all about you, man.
Okay.
You know, your previous caller, I just got to tell you about getting oil off the surface of the spring. Do you realize that all the Saudis have to do is ask the troops to go down to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy every single wet dry vac that's manufactured and take the vacuum and just suck it out of the van right off the top.
Yeah.
Just spend millions and billions on drilling platforms.
Yeah.
How about just get a bucket and just skim the oil off the top of the soil?
Well, you know.
Your caller 30 minutes ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, he may have been a little bit misspoke, you know, but he was talking about theoretically. Yeah, well, whatever, you know. But come on, I give the brother a break. Yes. That's right. Yes.
And I think that caller had about the same mental capacity as Forrest Gump to say that was getting oil off the surface. But everything, would you agree, just like in terms of religion, it's all the interpretation of all about context. Would you agree?
Yes, of course.
You can call out a verse, and if it's taken out of context, then you can make that verse, biblical verse, apply to anything that you want to make it apply. Correct?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be right.
Okay. So let's see how Trump was talking about Putin. And Trump is absolutely correct in this regards. And I'm going to ask you a few questions. Very simple. Do you believe that Putin, during his time in office, has always been trying to do what is best for the nation of Russia?
No. No, he probably doing what's best for him.
You don't think the policy that he enacted was best for the former Soviet Union of Russia, as far as oil and gas drilling, as far as economics? I mean, let me say.
No, we're talking about Putin. Are we talking about Putin or Trump? Who are we talking about? Okay. Well, I don't think we know. I think they got an oligarchy over there. I don't know. You know, those people. Okay, now you insulted me. Okay.
An oligarchy, as individuals, usually families, kind of like a chaebol in the Korean society, that have entrenched themselves into certain economic platforms, whether it be baking, whether it be manufacturing, and they basically have a monopoly over that segment of society.
Right.
That's an oligarchy.
Okay.
And so, yes, the policy that Putin might have benefited an oligarchy, because then he has loyalty from that family member through that segment of the economy. But let's really break it down so even a transplant in Indiana can understand this. If Putin put a policy into place, do you think it was for the betterment of America? Or
well, it'd be better for, of course, Russia, of course. I mean, hey, my time's up, bro. Okay, I gotta go. My time's up. We're gone. We'll be back.
News update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning. I'm Bethany Davis with USA 12 Newsroom. U.S. officials are responding to Russia's move to put nuclear assets on high alert, stressing that the U.S. will not change its nuclear alert status. Russian President Vladimir Putin put his nuclear forces on high alert Sunday, citing NATO aggression and hard-hitting financial sanctions against Russian businesses and key individuals. In solidarity with the people of Ukraine, Montgomery City Hall and Court Square fountain were lit up in blue and yellow, the colors of Ukraine's flag and coat of arms. President Joe Biden is set to deliver his first State of the Union address this evening. Expect crisis in Ukraine to be a prominent theme. The president also plans to announce a number of ways he will lower inflation, as well as several new programs, like improving nursing home care. Dothan businessman Jeff Coleman is not giving up on his bid for Congress. Coleman is now asking the state attorney general and secretary of state to seek clarification from the Supreme Court. Right now, the only other GOP 2nd District candidate on the ballot is incumbent Barry Moore. Coleman lost to Moore in 2020. I'm Bethany Davis in the newsroom.
WLWI AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Russian military helicopters flying over Ukraine after a huge missile slammed into the country's second largest city. Officials in Kharkiv say at least 10 people were killed and others are believed buried under the rubble. 40 miles of Russian tanks and other military vehicles are now positioned outside the capital. This woman in Kyiv is staying put.
Our country is only 30 years old as an independent state, but we have more than 1,000 years of history of our culture. So we deserve to be independent.
Ukrainian officials are lashing out at the Kremlin. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata from Kyiv.
Ukraine's ambassador to the U.S. accused Russia of using weapons banned by most countries. In a late-night address, Ukrainian President Zelensky described what he called the bombardment of Kharkiv as a war crime, laying blame on President Putin himself.
The UN Refugee Agency says 660,000 Ukrainians have now fled the country. Correspondent Steve Futterman is at the Polish border.
Well, this is a very nice scene here. We see a family of 6 that have come across, and they are greeted by 2 people that they know. I'm guessing they are family members. They have their roller bags, and they're now in this new country, and they're about to begin a new life
Foreign and domestic affairs will be at the top of President Biden's agenda when he delivers his State of the Union address at the Capitol. Correspondent Scott McFarland is in Washington.
The president will speak amid the Russian invasion of Ukraine in less than a week after he announced his nominee for the Supreme Court. Facing headwinds, low poll numbers, inflation, and the beginning of a third year of COVID restrictions. That includes inside the House chamber itself tonight.
Hope still alive for kicking off Major League Baseball on the 31st. The league has extended the deadline for negotiations with the Players Union until 5 p.m. Eastern, after more than 16 hours of talks that ended early this morning. CBS Sports' R.J. Anderson.
It's possible that if they make enough progress, the league will not cancel those games and will continue talking with an eye on making an agreement. But that is a league set threat so far.
From the Dinosaur Files, there may be more to the Tyrannosaurus Rex than he meets the eye. Here's CBS's Linda Kenyon.
It has long been considered the most iconic dinosaur, but the T-Rex may actually not be one, not two, but three separate species. Research published in Evolutionary Biology suggests the Tyrannosaurus Rex has two cousins, named the Tyrannosaurus Imperator, or the Emperor, and the Tyrannosaurus Regina, or the Queen.
S&P futures down 3. This is CBS News.
If you're checking for fever, the leading sign of COVID-19, beware of dangerously inaccurate non-contact thermometers. Instead, learn about Exergen at Exergen.com.
This is important news. If you have unfiled tax returns, the IRS is shifting gears and ramping up investigations on non-filers this year. If you failed to file your tax returns for a year or more, or you owe back taxes, now's the time to call Optima Tax Relief before the IRS finds you. Optima is America's number one most trusted tax resolution firm, specialize in helping individuals, families, and businesses get right with the IRS. They're experts in the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, a powerful new program that can make resolving tax issues easier. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima's award-winning team has helped thousands of people protect their paychecks, bank accounts, homes, and businesses by putting their tax problems to rest, resolving over $1 billion in tax debts for their clients. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hollywood is rejecting Russia and of some big releases.
Warner Brothers is pulling the release of The Batman in Russia just days before it was supposed to hit theaters there.
On vengeance.
It's still set to debut in the U.S. on Friday. Disney and Sony are also making similar moves in Russia. Both studios have big movies that were set to debut internationally in the coming weeks. Disney planned to open the Pixar film Turning Red on the 10th, and Sony's next big release was supposed to be Marvel's Morbius in April. The films will premiere here in the U.S. as planned. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Hank the Tank's gotten a bad rap for breaking into homes south of Lake Tahoe. Officials have even threatened to kill the 500-pound black bear. But now the California Department of Fish and Wildlife says Hank had partners in crime or may not have been involved at all. Officials say bear DNA evidence from the scene points to at least 3 other bears, and even if they bear responsibility, none will be put down. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Bill Bradley to fix your home. So when it's time to replace your HVAC system, we'll come fix your home and give you a $300 instant rebate. This month, Bill Bradley Services is offering a $300 instant rebate on any HVAC system replacement. Call us today. Bill Bradley, the River Region's only certified root dealer.
Fix my home.
4449. Attention men. Have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $1. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. Menshealth.com.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible. It sure is.
Show me a river that's so deep. Woo! Woo!
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code TIME for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50 cents a gallon cash back tank. That's code TIME.
Hello, this is your Congressman Barry Moore. Are you a veteran in need of assistance with the VA? Do you need help accessing service records or disputing a disability ratings claim? I understand the red light that many veterans face, and my office is here to serve you. We'd love to help if you can. Please visit my website, or call my office.
I got to have me a comfortable chair. This piece of crap right here sucks. I mean,
desk?
Yeah. Hey, don't belong to Ben.
Yes, it is.
It belongs to us. Kimberly, baby.
Yeah.
And he ain't there.
You gonna be here at 7? You gonna be here when he comes in at 9?
Oh, he coming in today? Well, he wasn't here yesterday. Well,
non-contact thermometers. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Amazon.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Ready for fun. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast. Audio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. And Allstate Better Protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 or 72 degrees today with plenty of sunshine, just a few morning clouds. Otherwise, all blue sky and wind. For tonight, another chilly night down to about 38, 39 degrees under mostly clear sky. For Wednesday, plenty of sun, mid-70s, upper 70s on Thursday, more sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun, 80s heading into the weekend.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we've had two problems reported all morning. Southwest Boulevard at Rosa Parks, and there's still some leftover backup there. Overturned vehicle with injury at Southwest Boulevard at Rosa Parks. And 85 southbound now running slow. Looks like from Perry Hill Road all the way back to East Boulevard. So something going on 85 southbound. Be prepared for that. Spring mini-term beat registration is open at Trenton State. Classes begin March 7th. Call Trenton State today. Knowledge for tomorrow's world. Trenton State. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
When it comes to tires, all ain't so beautiful. It's time for a tire makeover at Chico's Auto Pros. Better price, better experience, guaranteed. 239-95.
Now that we're getting back to normal, let's get our kids the academic support they need too. Whether you can tutor, mentor, or just have a little.
I don't know if this is any better or not, actually.
Get ready. Dot match you up with a student in your community that suits your talents and time.
Much more comfortable.
Get more information about Ready, Set, and Project Shine on our website, newsradio1440.com.
Saddle up for the 65th annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of pro rodeo cowboys.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? If I say something you don't like, just call.
One for the whole family on our new performance style. Now,
We're okay.
Friday through Sunday. Ticket to
I can handle it.
active military and first responders.
I can handle it.
Family 4-pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at slerodeo.com.
It's time to clear the clearance center.
Any items below cost. Hey folks, this is Joe.
Hey, Cousins from American Ice Cream.
We have new inventory arriving, so everything must go. Also,
Nice. The paper here.
off the table.
In paper.
Island.
And book paper. We don't have time to list them all here.
Go to our Facebook page. Many more. Like we've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't think of fake money, so don't think of fake wood. Good morning, Alabama. How did you sleep last night?
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We'll take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. You can make the decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep's homegrown collection.
Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep. Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Nuclear More.
See website for details on our 2-month subscription offer. Guys, eat great and lose weight with Nutrisystem for Men. Get our new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. They're big and filling and taste delicious. Plus, try our new restaurant that tastes like your favorite restaurant portion with half the calories. Beef and bean burritos, toasted ravioli, sesame beef and broccoli. Easy to prepare and made in minutes. The secret? Advanced nutritional science that helps keep your blood sugar levels steady and you losing weight. With Nutrisystem for Men, you get your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks all delivered right to your door. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off all plans. Don't wait, this special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off.
Oh, Lordy.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's all people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or in the gig economy, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes.
I guess people wanted to make sure they got the message across.
That's 844-47-BIBLE.
Yeah. They just run this. Yeah.
It's the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Yeah.
Today,
I'm here. Anyway, got it right.
on News Radio 1440.
Thank you. All righty then. Okay, I'm back. We're here. We're ready to go. Took me a long. I had an extended little break there because I had to take care of a couple of things. I apologize. But some have been waiting here for it's been there that long. Let me take this guy. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Good. How are you? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You want the mail to succeed, and the mail to see Montgomery succeed, right?
Totally agree.
Okay. Do you know his folks in his own cabinet is want him to be a one-term mayor?
I've heard that. Yeah.
If you was the mayor, what would you do about it?
Well, first of all, I'd get him. The problem with his cabinet, according to what I was explaining to me yesterday, a lot of those positions are civil service, and the mayor didn't get an opportunity to put those people there. I think he gets about 4 appointments, I guess. And personally, he is the mayor. I would transfer him to someplace else. But right, he can't fire him, but he can transfer him. Well, that I'll leave that up to the mayor. But you don't have to keep people who are against you on your team. I mean, you wouldn't think so.
Mayor wants to fix, you know, like with the city improvement and all that stuff.
Okay, so here's my here's my question then. Then why doesn't the mayor then just appoint everybody to every board, right? Why just the airport board?
He ain't got the authority right now.
Right. Well, he doesn't have the authority on the airport board either, but he's asked the representative to try to at least put it up for a vote. I'm just saying, why not then let the mayor's office appoint everybody to boards?
You need to do more research. It's really so he gonna take the handcuffs off of and give people that can do the job and get his own appoint his own.
Listen, I agree with you. Listen. You shouldn't be able. You become mayor like the president. You should not be saddled with people who are not in agreement with your agenda. I totally agree with that. But evidently, the team doesn't allow him to do that. So what we need to do then, what I think Kirk Hatcher, Tashina Morris, Kenjana, whatever his name is, Kenyatta, they ought to be trying to make sure that the mayor is able to create his own cabinet rather than throw people on him, and then that would make more sense than going after one board. Listen, this airport board deals with a lot of money, and there are a lot of contracts and stuff that are involved in that. So if the look of impropriety is there, why not just get rid of the look? I've done a little bit more research. Listen, I've done a little more research than you think I have, and I'm just not at liberty to bring it on the radio right now because that's not my goal. But I'm telling you that the mayor should worry about whether or not he can get his own cabinet as opposed to putting people on boards. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I will tell you now, Jesus Christ was betrayed. So to have people in your cabinet that don't like it is nothing new. Again, I would transfer those people, I didn't say fire, to a different department, a different someplace where they give them a lateral transfer. Because I think as a mayor employee, you just can't be fired like that. So I understand that. But again, if you're going to do it, let's try to correct the whole apparatus as opposed to just pick one board out of all the boards. And I got 64 pages of boards right here. Okay. So rather than, but why just take that one? See, that's my problem. Why get that one when I got 64 pages here of boards? All right. You and I agree. But again, is that bill only for the airport board? Well, tell me. Well, I got you. Wait, I got you on the air with me. So tell us what's going on. Okay. And I would agree with you. I would agree with you. I agree. So tell me this piece of legislation then is not just about the airport board. then I will concur. Okay. And okay. I will. Yes, I will. Yeah. Yes, I will. If okay. Okay. They sure is, and not just to me, right? Not just to me, but to the public, and so I'll be thinking things. Okay. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. You really believe there's a member of the city council who wants the mayor to fail? We'll talk later. Okay, we'll talk later. Because if the mayor fails, kind of like that idiot Biden, if Biden fails, then we fail. Right. Okay. But let me ask you something though. But the everyday average citizen in Montgomery right now, the main concern right now is crime. That's we don't care. I don't care nothing about the debt. I don't care nothing. That's not my worry. My worry is crime. So don't you think since the mayor is in office though, he volunteered for the job. I mean, the blame comes with the job. Okay. Okay. Listen, okay. All right. Well, I think the mayor's big boy. He can come on here and talk for himself. So but I appreciate your advocacy for the mayor, and I'm for the mayor too. To tell you the truth, politically I don't agree with some of his position, but as far as him being successful, of course. I mean, I live here. I've been here. I've been in this city half my life, so I'm stuck. I ain't going nowhere. We good. Appreciate your call. Good morning. Who's this?
So let me get this straight. So if we didn't have Congress and senators, blocking the president thing he wanted to do, isn't these people asking for the same thing for the mayor and let him do what he wanted to do, take his handcuffs off, and not listen to the city council?
I think that I think some people need handcuffs on. Biden needs handcuffs. But I believe and that's why we got three. That's why we got a 3-tier system. I mean, no, we're not a one-person rule, and we're not a one-person rule in the city of Montgomery. I mean, so sure. Well, I mean, if he thinks he can do, listen, I don't have a problem with him wanting to change it. I mean, if I'm them, I want all the authority I can get too. So All right. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Let me see. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's been working pretty good for the last 200 some years. So I mean, its own habit. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, which is what we need. Which is what we need. It's already destroyed. No, we yeah. Mm. Whose number is that? I know that's in DC, but well, tell us who it is. Tell us who. I know. Okay. Okay. So that's the switch. Okay, okay, I got you. That's the switchboard then to Washington D.C. Is that right? Okay. Why don't we just say that? Yeah. 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 Have you been inside? Have you been inside? Have you been inside a public school lately? Well, some of them need it. Okay. All right. All right. And I looked at House Bill 70, and I didn't see the extent it is. It looked like to me one of the things they were concerned about is accusations being made about people and their mental competency without further proof of anything else, and the way they act. So we see two different things. I don't get to I got to get the sponsor on to tell us what their intent is. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're here. Mm-hmm.
And it's finally working. There's a lot, man. That's 3 or 4 different shows that you can do on that. If you really got into it. The reason I called this morning is, let me, disclaim this for full disclosure. I have never been debriefed, right? And we're gonna go from in vitro to vivo, and from the lab to the real world. When I first started looking at what's going on over there in Ukraine, the first thing I thought about was Clinton and uranium deals. We're over there meddling with those people and trying to take their resources through capitalism, however you want to describe it. And we forgot about that. So, and then the president over there, and he extends the Monroe Doctrine when he thought maybe we should interfere with them, taking Chesley, I believe it was. And now, what's happening with Biden, he didn't have anything to do with any of it. His son might have, cutting deals, but capitalism went away. Those Russians have a 75-year history of being isolated and able to take care of their people without us and without the world. I was watching Singapore this morning, CNA, Understanding Asia, and all the stock markets, But you realize that the Russians have allowed those people to keep their cell phones? The first thing we did when we went into Iraq, if you remember, you can ask Peter Arnett and Bernard Shaw, they're still around, we knocked out their communications. So the president was actually on Facebook. So what they're doing is they're laughing at us. We, all this crap that we got over here that manipulates and herds people around like sheep, to keep our system going, which we don't produce anything anymore. It's just all Bitcoins or phony money or something. And they are laughing at us. But if you saw 60 Minutes Sunday, the last 2 weeks, they're putting it out there, brother. They talked about our electronic grid and how
a bunch of guys with rifles almost knocked Silicon Valley. They didn't talk about it. And they exposed, and they told us if we don't do something right now, the Russians can knock off our electronic grid and we would not survive. Everything that we do depends on electricity. I heard you say that this morning. And the other thing, now this is where it really hits home. If you guys go to CBS in 60 Minutes, you can see this. They were talking about a company named Aiden, I believe it was, which is the second largest print company. They bought up all the Chicago Tribune and big newspapers around the country, and they're just selling it all. You know, we need to blame Wall Street for all this stuff because that's who's behind. All right.
And you know, we do not have media. You know, we don't have a phone book. We rely on Google and some of these other blogs. None of that stuff is verifiable. You never believe anything on the internet. You know that going back to the 90s. It's the first time. Where'd you get that? Who's the source behind it? Nobody even asks that anymore. But if you listen to the people that call this show and other shows, the whole country, we're all singing the same tune.
All right.
I have never been debriefed. I like to look up under the sheets and see what's going on.
I understand.
And there's a lot going on, and we are.
I got you, brother. Got to run. I appreciate it. I got to go though. Okay. Yeah. Trying to get some more calls in here today. Interesting stuff. I think. Who's this? Yes. Morning. Yeah.
Because of people sitting up there in position and let it be done. You put a man in there to try to straighten something out, and you get hit from left to right, out to the top, all over, you get all kinds of things. But it's ridiculous how this shit is.
But now to say that, right, but to say that no other mayor has been critical, we criticize Bobby Bright, and we criticize Todd Strange, and we criticize Emery Farmer when we thought it was necessary. I mean, so it goes with the job. Mm-hmm. It does. It does. But that's private investors. But that's private investors. We can't convince people, and until we stop the killing and the robbing and the burglarizing in our communities, hell, we ain't gonna never get that kind of stuff built in West Montgomery. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Well, and I do not. Listen. Anytime a mayor comes in office, I didn't realize not pick his whole cabinet because that's kind of crazy to me. And that's what this bill should be doing. But this bill they're working on right now it's an individual bill about the airport board. Why not work on a bill that the mayor can choose his own cabinet from now on? Well, wait a minute. It ain't taking no time to right, but it ain't taking no time to get the thing done. But all you got to do is create, right. But all you have to do is convince the local legislative body, Montgomery County legislative body, and that would be Reed Ingram, that would be Seals, Kelvin Lawrence, and a couple of other folks and Charlotte Meadows, that wouldn't seem to me a hard thing to do. All we saying, we want the mayor to have the ability to pick his own cabinet. I mean, that's reasonable. That's yeah. Well, okay. But isn't that what the president has to do? Right. But isn't that what the president? We want the mayor. We want the adversarial relationship. I don't want somebody just to stamp everything somebody says because they happen to be black in the mayorship. I just, you know what? We can be taken down the road regardless of who it is. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me. Okay, wait a minute now. Were black folks better? Did the president of the United States, Trump, try to put crack pipes in our communities? Yeah, I really did Trump try to put crack pipes in the black community? Who? Okay. All right. All right. I'm hey, I gotta go, but I appreciate you, call. Let's take one more before I take my next break. Woo. Good morning. Fine. How you?
That's what we want to fail. Policies and procedures that anybody tries to enact that's not good, but not just the city, but the nation too, and that includes the president. We always want those policies to fail, regardless of who they are and what color they are. So it's not about the man, it's about policies and procedures. Okay. And that's my
right. And one of the things you bring up that we seem to forget, we take things personal sometimes, and it's absolutely right. It is about the policies and the procedures and the whole apparatus that you're putting together. We because if they fail, we fail with it. So it ain't about the individual. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Follow the money. Well, I know, and again, I take I looked in the board. Yeah. And I appreciate it because I've looked in the board book and there are so many people, and our personnel board got 2 people on it who are not been renewed, and I don't understand how people who are not officially part of the board can make decisions about people's jobs and their life. And if I was some of these people going in front of this board that don't have legally, they don't have a total board, the personnel board, but these people can destroy your career. but they're not on the board, at least not technically. Now they tell me, well, the standard operating procedure is that until somebody gets replaced, you on the board. Well, that may be a standard operating procedure, but that's not the law. So, again, I got 64 pages. I got 64. How many pages I got here? 64 pages of boards. Okay, with a bunch of people on them. I'm not going to tell you the board. I'm not going to tell you the board. One person, he's been since 2019. His stuff has been gone, has been expired. Some of them expired last year. So some expired this year. Another 9. I got one right here. I got 4 people on this particular board. 2 of those people on that board whose terms have expired. Here's another one. Okay. Now we got those are, so we got a bunch of people on boards around here. Here's one that was expired since 12/31/07. I got one here who's been expired since 12/31/05. Got 13, 11, and 17. There's so many boards around here with people who are manning these boards who are not legally on the board. And that personnel board bothers me because these are people that can affect people's livelihood. Okay? So again, I ain't mad at them, but somebody ought to get the board things. Now, if the boards mean anything, if the mayor wants to go to some of our representatives and make, and get certain board things corrected, then I'd say let's correct all of the boards. Don't just correct 1 or 2 of them. Anyway, got to take a break. We'll be back after this. 860-1440 is the number you want to give us a call. You can text me at, what's my number? It's 241-9998. Just text me there. Leave it there.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash.
And this ain't no better than the other one I had.
First year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Even warmer temperatures on the way for the first day of March. We're up to 71 or 72.
Yeah, this ain't no better than the other one. I'm going to keep that chair. I got another one that ain't no better. No sense pissing off Ben, and I'm still not satisfied.
70s, upper 70s on Thursday, more sunshine, and you guessed it, even warmer with more sun. 80s heading into the weekend.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Traffic running slow 85 southbound, approaching Ann Street, but outside of that, we are clear. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. If you're ready to buy or refinance your home, you want the lowest rates, the best customer service, and the fastest closings. There's only one company. Call MCS in Wetumpka, 567-9000 and MLS 232-876. Buckle up, it's the law. The Montgomery Skywatch traffic is a major delay.
How many miles have you driven past your scheduled auto service checkup? A few hundred or a few thousand? Call Chico's Auto Pros today to schedule a quick service at our Land Howard location.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Welcome back to episode 7
of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is the platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at Masterworks.com. Promo code SMARTER. That's Masterworks.
Ooh, you know what?
Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
Attention, Alabama voters. Stand by for a Republican election.
I don't know.
President Donald J.
I
Trump
don't
has endorsed
know.
conservative Mo Brooks for U.S. Senate in the Alabama Republican primary. Repeat, Trump endorses Brooks for Senate. Speaking at a rally here in Alabama, President Trump repeatedly praised Mo Brooks.
Mo is someone who has fought harder than anyone else in Congress. He's got courage. He's an honest guy. He is really a fighter. With conservative patriots like Mo Brooks fighting for us in Washington, I have never been more confident that he will defeat the radical left. Your next U.S. Senator from Alabama, Mo Brooks.
That was President Trump endorsing Mo Brooks for U.S. Senate. Conservative Mo Brooks, the Trump Republican choice for U.S. Senate.
I put it back. Wasn't no better than the one I had.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is the platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%.
We going to do? What we going to do? Let me see now.
That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
All right, it's 8:45. Well, no, it's 8:49, as a matter of fact. So you got to be there by 9 o'clock. You got about 10 minutes by which to arrive. Let's go back to the phones. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Right. Not blaming the mayor for crime. But I am saying, but what I am saying though, I think we need to put, it seems to me, and this is only to me, that our police are not only got to deal with the crooks, they got to deal with politicians who, for some reason, think that in a city that's predominantly black, are black policemen going to go out and run roughshod over the people, and I just don't see that. I mean, you got good and bad people in every occupation, but it does seem that the mayor is trying to at least symbolically tie their hands behind their back, and I just find that to be not productive. Yes. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. It does, and it's not getting any better. But hopefully, again, I want to listen. I want the mayor to do his thing and bring in businesses and things of that nature. I mean, we got all these big companies coming into my. We got Amazon. I believe we got FedEx. I mean, we got folks coming in. So the potential is there if we get off this NDO thing and I understand that's not dead yet. I understand that's coming back up in a different form. You know, right? Yeah, yeah, that it is. Hey, appreciate it. Good morning. All righty. Good morning. Who's this?
Before you hang up on me, remember I got cut off at the break, hour break, remember?
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You go to work for the city of Montgomery at age 18. And over the next 30 years, you raise yourself up, and I'm going to give you a hypothetical. You become the director for the Department of Sanitation. So you're 48 years old.
Right.
But you're the head man. Why should that person lose their job just because we have a new mayor?
What if that person is philosophically totally opposed to anything the mayor stands for?
You understand that this is a merit system within the city of Montgomery.
Right. But I do also understand that the mayor should have the option of putting in place his own team.
Not under the law.
Well, and again, and you're right. That's why the law should be changed so he can bring in his own team. Therefore, we can blame the mayor for whatever happens that surrounds that team. Now, if you got a bunch of people who don't like you, who don't want to help you.
You started work at 18, and you now served under 5 or 6 mayors. We're going to go back 30 years, at minimum 40 mayors.
Okay.
Palmer, Bright, Strange,
right?
Murray. So you've survived 4 mayors.
Right, but listen. Okay, would you be? I want you to be honest. Well, yeah, but I got you. But be honest. I want you to be honest with me. Now, you and I know that all of those mayors had one thing in common that this one doesn't have. And to sit there and suggest that maybe there may be people out there who just don't like a black mayor would be intellectually dishonest.
I gave the example of sanitation.
Right.
If you're the director of sanitation,
right,
what is your job?
To make sure the city, right, to make sure the city's rubbish is dealt with.
How does that fluctuate under a mayor that's black or white?
And again,
If you have been, you've come up in sanitation for 30 years, then that is your job to keep the city clean. And you're doing that job, and you rose to the director of sanitation.
And again,
why should you lose your job?
Well, no, you won't. No, you won't lose your job. Well, I'll leave that up to the folks, but we'll leave that up to the people who get paid to make the big decision. But are you telling me no? The job is protected, not the position. Not the position.
That is your job. Oh, no. You cannot be demoted. If you hold that position,
You can get a lateral transfer. But are you really telling? Wait a minute. Are you really telling me that this is Montgomery, Alabama? Okay, I heard something the other day that I didn't think I would ever hear in Montgomery, Alabama. I thought those days were long gone, but I heard it the other day. So there are people in this city. Yeah.
you say a lateral transfer. So a director of sanitation can now be what? Director of finance?
That's a position. That's a position. He don't have to, as long as he getting the same pay, he doesn't have to be in the same position. You don't have to be.
Wrong.
Says who?
Absolutely wrong.
Says who?
Says state and federal.
I guarantee there's no state that said you got to keep somebody in the same position. I guarantee it.
Not the same position, but the same equivalent.
Okay, then let's find another equivalent position then. But the mayor should at least have any mayor should have the right to put their own cabinet in place. Any mayor.
Not under
And that's why we need to change it. That's our problem. We don't just need to change. Well, what to say? Our local legislative delegation, the legislature, the legislature, and they can change it. Right. Right.
So, do you really think that state of Alabama is going to change this just because we now have a black mayor?
It's got nothing to do with a black mayor. It's every mayor. Every mayor. See, I didn't realize that they couldn't. Well, where we live. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that there are no cultural dynamics at play here?
Hell no, that's what I'm saying.
You really? Okay. Listen, I agree with you. I agree, but you don't. But well, I think that's what he's been doing. Listen. Okay, but in principle, but let me get a word in here. In principle, you don't believe that any mayor should have the right to pick his own cabinet?
I think the mayor that runs for the office must operate under the act and the laws that he ran under. We're not going to change the law just because we now have a black mayor.
Okay. Well, I think so. That's too. But that's too simplistic of a statement. And I gotta run. I gotta take one more before I go. It's too simple. I gotta take one. Then I get a. Hey, you got about 30 seconds. Hey, morning.
Don't ever talk about philosophy again, ever. As long as you're on air. Don't ever talk about philosophy again. You are shooting yourself in the foot. You don't want to talk about philosophy. Could you imagine if that mayor's philosophy was his whole cabinet? You would have that going on.
But right. But elections have consequences. Yeah. Well, that's true. I gotta run, brother. I gotta run. Okay. We'll talk tomorrow. I gotta go.
Morning, I'm Bethany Davis in WSFA 12 Newsroom. U.S. officials are responding to Russia's move to put nuclear assets on high alert, stressing that the U.S. will not change its nuclear alert status. Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Okay, we done. Sorry about that.
Citing NATO aggression and hard-hitting financial sanctions against Russian businesses and solidarity with Ukraine.
We must be fair. Fair. I know it's a foreign concept. You gotta be fair. I think any mayor, Todd, Bobby, any mayor should be able to choose his own board, his own cabinet. Come on, guys. Elections have consequences. We still got a city council, man. The mayor won't make laws. He'll just try to make policy stuff.
News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 H.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Children singing in a bomb shelter in Kyiv as a Russian military convoy stretches for 40 miles outside the capital. This woman is staying put.
Our family tries to stay strong and resist no matter what. And the same goes for all of Ukraine.
Early today, a Russian missile slammed into Ukraine's second largest city. Officials in Kharkiv say at least 10 people were killed and many may be buried in the rubble. Correspondent Charlie Daggett.
President Vladimir Zelensky doubled down, calling the strike today in Kharkiv a war crime and saying that the defense of the capital here is now the key priority.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken has just told the UN Human Rights Council Russia's violations in Ukraine are mounting by the hour, including attacks on hospitals and schools. The UN says 650,000 people have now fled Ukraine. CBS's Steve Futterman is at the border in Poland.
A vehicle coming across right now, maybe 20 feet away from me. It has now crossed the actual border. Obviously, there's great joy and relief being in Poland now rather than in Ukraine, but many of the people we've spoken with express sadness that they've had to leave their country.
President Biden is expected to zero in on foreign affairs in his State of the Union address. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
His aides say the president will give a different speech tonight from the one he might have given a
Hello.
few months ago, when only the
Hello.
pandemic, the economy, and his stalled legislative agenda were the White House's top concerns. We're told tonight the president will stress the steps the U.S. and its allies are taking to support the Ukrainians and cripple the Russian economy.
Texas is holding its first primary election since state lawmakers approved a controversial new voting law.